Dash Nim?
Ja. So, nein, Chef. Ich komme hoch.
Schauen wir mal. Tobis Liste, klar, Nim siehst du oft, aber in Kombination und auch Nim in der Ausstattung nicht unbedingt.
Nee, das war ja von die letzte.
Genau. Nee,
deswegen ist das auch alle.
Ja.
Das ist der Schweiz.
Now the list is up, so we can start there.
Okay. Hello again. Welcome back to the Hanover System Open Series for round 4. Yeah. So, as you can see, we have Michael T and Tobias Mix, team member from us, playing against each other. Michael's from Switzerland, playing Doublecasters, Ketsuanyo, Veteran Instinct, Dengar, 2 times Glitter Stream, Countermeasures, and the Shadowcaster title. Sash Ventures with Lone Wolf, Latrazi, Glitter Stream 2 times, and Countermeasures as well. And quite an unusual combination of ships. We see a lot of Nims, we see a lot of Dash, but 2 together not that often. Nim is equipped with Expertise, TLT, Bomb Generator, Trajectory Simulator, Genius, Engine Upgrade, and the Havoc title. And Dash is equipped with Lone Wolf, Heavy Laser Cannon, Ray, and the Outrider title. So slim Dash. Not too many upgrades, and Nim with a lot of potential to put out some damage, get some damage through with a combination of Expertise and TLT, and the bombers, of course.
Well, as we can see here, even though we saw Captain Nim and Dash in previous matchups on the stream, the loadouts are different. Dash has the heavy laser cannon that we were talking about last round in order to maximize that damage. That's basically all he can do in this loadout, just unleash the fury. And Captain Nim this time with twin laser turret instead of the auto blaster turret that the last loadout had. Also in order to potentially do a bit more damage every round, or at least be more flexible while trying to do the damage.
So we turn up the mic from the table where the players are playing a little bit more, so that hopefully we can understand them a little bit better. So to see better who's shooting at what and so on.
The disadvantage of that, of course, is that the background noise is louder as well. Let us know which of the two you prefer. That's the audience spurring them on.
Six years old team members of like, we can understand the players now.
Yep. So both players are 4-0. So steamroll so far for both of them, but only one of the two can continue this winning streak.
Yeah. So basically, the one that is going to win this matchup is automatically going into day 2.
Yep, you need 5 wins at least, and since they both have 4, one of them will be guaranteed a day 2 position. Now, as we can see, it's 3 asteroids for Michael, but it looks like Tobias only brought 2 debris fields and 1 asteroid, and not 3 debris fields. What do you think of that with Dash?
It's always an option since you can always barrel roll off of an asteroid. But interesting, yeah. Usually see Dash with playing with debris.
He wanted us to turn the table microphone down.
Why?
Reasons. Very important reasons.
Okay.
It's probably something to do with...
Maybe you checked on live streams and maybe it was still out there.
Probably, yeah. So it seems that both players opt for a dense field in the middle, Once again, we have large base ships, or at least 3 of the 4, so they are not quite as maneuverable around those asteroids as a smaller ship would be. So it makes sense to me.
Definitely.
So we have a Sai with the lowest pilot skill from Michael, then Tobias, one of the two.
Toby.
Toby, all good. With the middle 2 pilot skills, and then Michael again with 9 on Ketsu. So both players have options of blocking and or being blocked. And it looks like we're getting a very spread out deployment.
Depending on where Ketsu is going to be.
Which of the 2 is Ketsu?
Ketsu is the one.
Welke is Ketsu?
This one, because it's not deployed yet. This one, because he didn't set it up.
Oh, I thought he put it in the corner.
No.
I don't think that's his deployment.
On his lap. Lap dance for Ketsu on it.
Even though it looks like Nim is facing slightly downward, I think he simply magnetized his stick and the base is equal to the edge, but the model itself flipped down a little. So once again, we have a ship that is sitting in front of the other 2. Will it be another bait and switch? What do you think?
I'm not sure. Usually with double casters, you want to play up front, joust, do as much damage as possible quickly. Trigger Ketsu's ability in range 1, the Shadowcaster title, and you can do a lot of damage, especially to low agility ships like the Skirt.
While I would agree with you normally, here Nim is equipped with the trajectory simulator, which goes straight through that minefield, right onto, that's the Asajj, I believe. Plus, Dash Rendar has a nice open field to play with at the north, so if he can actually get to the west or the left of the field quickly, it's basically an ideal position for Tobias, Toby. Since both large ships do not really want to go into that field if they can avoid it. So I think this might be a case where it's not actually a bench from Nim. And I think there goes the first bomblet.
Yeah, why not?
Because he can.
Yeah, and he doesn't care about his own bombs.
Because he's Nim. So what is he doing? Nope, he's going around anyway.
Here comes the engine upgrade into play.
He is, however, also ensuring that the Lone Wolf probably will not trigger. Well, at least this round, but not next round either. I don't think he can fly meaningful maneuvers.
Well, he can fly 4-4 with dash and slow roll with Nim.
Yeah, but then you're showing your flank with Nim and setting up for a very awkward next round.
Yeah. So I could imagine going Ketsu doing like a 3-bank left next round. to get in those lanes between the asteroids, get close to Dash or Nim.
Well, you want Nim out first here, I would say.
I think it's do you?
Well, you have expertise TLTs that are gonna basically take 2 every single time.
Yeah, but Dash first is more expensive. On the other hand, he has the possibility to deal out 4 damage each round, whereas Nim can only do 2.
The Dash is a lot harder to catch with your fire arcs.
Also true.
So do you go for the certain damage, or well, certain, it's by no means certain. Let's call it the easier to catch Nim. When you still have the HP to actually eat the bombs.
Yeah. So especially like, you know, moving Ketsu, but she doesn't have engine upgrade, but you move after Nim. But Nim has engine upgrade, so it depends on how good Toby can anticipate what Michael's doing with his Shadow Blaster.
Well, that's what we saw last game, anticipating from Ollie. Predicted Dash basically perfectly every time, and you saw what a slaughter that turned out to be because of it. Predicting the opponent is one of the key elements of X-Wing.
That's true. So it's knowing your list, knowing your strengths and weaknesses of your own list, and like you said, prediction of what the opponent is going to do.
Now the Ketsu at the bottom does not really have a good flight path without hitting at least 1 asteroid. Well, he could go 3 straight next round, or at least 3 straight, and then he bypasses that.
You mean Ketsu?
No, I mean the one he just moved.
Asajj. Okay.
Yeah.
Firing up, you cannot see where the arcs are facing.
Toby checking the range again for next round, seeing how far he has to come in.
For information purposes, I'm going to check where the fire arcs are facing.
Captain Nin following behind Dash, making sure that he does not engage the enemy list solo.
So Asajj's mobile firing arc is pointing to the right, and Ketsu's mobile firing arc is pointing straight forward. Up front.
If Ketsu ends the movement there, I don't think he can get Asajj past the asteroid without bumping Ketsu, thereby landing him on the asteroid again next round.
The 3 heart to the left, 3 turn could fit.
Well, he had the firing arc to the right, so he could do that. However, then the range might be an issue, especially since he already has Ketsu engaged this round.
That's Ketsu shooting on Dash. Like 3 hits and 2 evades. 3 evades? I think it's 3 evades. So.
And our wonderful technician already asked them to please throw on the
to the dice play. Yeah.
Yep, and here they go.
It's dash.
Shooting back with the laser cannon.
So 2 hits and focus. It's 4 hits on Ketsu against 2 green dice. Motivate. So shields are gone on Ketsu.
Normally not having shields only hull means that you're gonna eat crits. However, twin laser turret, no crit. Heavy laser cannons, no crit. Bomb.
Can do crits, yeah.
Maybe. But still, it's not as bad as it would be against, for instance, a Kylo.
That's true. So no damage for Toby. So what to do next? The problem for Michael, in my opinion, is that
the range on Asajj.
Yeah, Asajj is too far off from the battlefield.
Yep, same thing that we saw in previous games. Get your entire list against half the enemy list, and it's nearly always an advantage. I see it time and time again. And especially in the first engage, if you manage to pull that off. Because later on it's more target of opportunity generally. So what would you do this round?
Maybe go 4 forward with dash, barrel roll to the left.
Let's see, who flies first? Dash goes before Ketsu, huh?
Dash first? Asajj first.
Yeah, but before Ketsu. So we're expecting Asajj to do a 3 hard left.
Yeah.
With dash, I would do a hard to right in order to block Ketsu. And also to make
hard
sure...
to left.
To the left, yes. Yeah. To block Ketsu and be in a good position next round. Because Asajj will not be able to follow you because of the orientation now. And then you can just go hard left again and keep the fire up on Ketsu.
Problem is if Ketsu is going to slow roll, just doing like 1 back, 1 forward, then you're in deep trouble.
I wouldn't call it deep trouble. I mean, you have shields for a reason. But go 1 forward, 1 bank with Captain Nim, I mean, and then shoot TLT. And then next round, your bomblets will go straight on to Ketsu.
Still has the option, and I think he's like
barrel
rolling into it or out of it.
I would barrel roll into it, just for that. No, not necessarily the block, but for the next round. Because if he rolls out of it, Asajj is completely in the game.
Yeah.
If he barrel rolls into it, he can get past Asajj entirely, because Asajj will not have a shot on Nim either if Nim slow rolls.
Yeah, that's very good.
And then you keep the 2-on-1 going for another round, which I think will be the biggest benefit. Let's see if Toby agrees. Well, he already took a different maneuver, so he doesn't agree completely. But he moved to Michael's side of the table, has taken his chin in his hands, and is trying to push out something.
Here, the gears working in Toby's head up to our screen. There you go.
Let's see, Asajj has the arc to the right, so the bottom Shadowcaster, and the top Shadowcaster Ketsu has it to the front. if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he is barrel rolling into it. I think that's the best play here. Simply, even if it's not as good this round, because the Ketsu will be in your donut, for next round it will make your prospects a lot easier. Is it a one bank? Nope, it's a heart.
Heart 2.
Now where is the barrel roller gonna go? Top or bottom? Bottom.
Barrel.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's wise. Get behind Ketsu.
And ensure that Asaj stays out of the fight as long as possible, or at least does not get to pick what to shoot on.
They forgot to remove the bomblet token. This is not Rebel Nim.
You mean Scum Nim?
Yeah.
This is not Rebel Nim, you say?
Yeah, this is not Rebel Nim, so you cannot let the bomblet stay.
He's playing with dash.
I mean the bomblet, or did he drop another one? This bomblet here.
Yes, but Captain Nim, why would it not be Rebel?
Oh, forget what I'm saying. I didn't get much sleep last night.
We need more coffee here, that's for sure.
I had one coffee in the morning, which is way too late coffee.
So, Ketsu bumped exactly what Toby wanted here, because the secondary firing arc is to the front. With the Shadowcaster title is... No, that's not that you can turn it. What's the upgrade called again? That you can turn your...
Gyroscopic targeting?
That's the one.
So
He does not have that.
Yeah, but he gets like tractor now.
So this was range.
Did she bump? Did Ketsu bump?
Ketsu, I think she bumped it. I'm not 100% though.
Ist Ketsu gebumpt?
Yep, it's a bump.
Ketsu bump. That was really great, the barrel roll there.
So Ketsu does not have a shot at all, I think. Is that still an arc? They're checking it now? I think not. Or is it?
Oh, use some dice tray. So that was Ketsu?
I think Ketsu was out of arc.
Okay.
I'm not sure because I didn't see who rolled now. So 3 defense die. So that would be Nim shooting at Ketsu twice because of the TLD.
And now we got measuring
Asaj to dash, which of course is...
No dash to Asaj. And
dash
she's
is 4.
spending the focus
for the extra.
4 hits on Asaj. 1 evade. Spending the focus.
So 2 damage going through.
Yep. So
Asaj can shoot still at dash.
Yep.
Which they're doing now.
Use the dice cap. That's
decent roll.
2 hits.
Is it range 3 for the bonus screen?
I bet it is.
1 damage.
Checking for lone wolf. No. So
no reroll. again, a very good turn for Toby.
Yeah. Doing 2 hull damage on Ketsu, she's down to 5. Stripping 2 shields off of Visage.
So, the question now on Dash. Hard 3 bank to the left, I would say, although to Dash's left.
I think they forgot that Dash was tractored, so he should have rolled 1
Defense
last
die, yeah.
die. So they're debating. Okay, they're doing it again.
So he only had 2 dice instead of 3.
I know. Yeah.
So 1 shield damage for Dash. So hard 3 on the Dash to left, to Dash's left, so our right.
Does it fit? Because he has to move before Ketsu does.
Yeah, that depends on how the base is standing.
Yeah. 3 bank could fit.
3 bank
maybe?
fits for sure. So 3 bank and then barrel roll.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
And then Nim 1 straight.
Or 1 bank to the left. Downwards.
Yep, that works. But this is why I preferred the hard turn on Dash the turn before, because he would have been able to completely get out of Asaz's range this turn, where now he might get a range 3 shot.
So I expect to see another hard 3 from Visage.
I could do it too, actually, to keep the range down a bit.
He's not stressed, you're right.
I would go for 2 here, just to make sure that Dash doesn't get out of range with the barrel roll.
And maybe 5k from Ketsu?
Does he really have any other option?
I'm not sure how close that is to the
edge.
To the edge.
No, 5 fits. That would be 7 base lengths total. Dash is already 2.5, so twice Dash's thing and then a little bit more. I think that fits quite easily.
Yeah.
What he could do as well is, since Dash has to move first, you go 1 forward, and then with your action, turn your secondary firing arc. And then he can simply slow go around the asteroid in the following turns, while keeping his shot on. Because if he does the 5k this turn, his only greens are 3 speeds or 4 speed. So because of the asteroid, that basically means that he has to go straight back. And I don't think he would have a shot then in the following turn.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We will see what he's going to do. So that's part 3.
Chose for the 3 after all, not the 2. Ketsu got so much damage because the TLT shot him, and he was shot last round as well by Dash for 3, I think.
Yeah, lost 3. First round, lost 3 shields, and after that 2 from them, TLT shot.
Okay, Toby picked the hard 3 after all.
Let's see
taking the risk. No gods, no glory.
Yeah.
By itself, it is a better move, as we discussed earlier, but does it fit? I don't think it does. does. I would keep a finger on the other movement. Nope, does not fit. That's the risk he took. Because now Asajj can shoot him. However, if Ketsu had picked that one forward by guessing that Dash would go the 3 bank, he will bump now as well. So your 5k would have been better in this case.
My bet still is on the 5k.
Since the firing arc for Ketsu is still straightforward, the 5k will have him in arc and secondary arc.
Maybe range 1 so that it's going to trigger.
Yeah, that's range 1 for sure.
Yeah.
So Nim standing there as well. For TLTs good, for bombs not so much. Barrel roll doesn't do him any favors either, really. Maybe away so he can turn in next round, but nah. Just get the target lock to get some more damage through, hopefully.
So,
that looks...
Oh no!
Oh, he took something else entirely. That is a 2 left.
2 left or 3 left?
I think it's a 2.
Yeah.
And then put your firing arc to the back, I assume.
Doesn't fit.
Oh,
ooh, that's good for
double bump. That is, he gets away there because that should not have happened. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
His mistake from earlier by gambling on the 3 turn paid off. That's not a phrase you hear every day. Your mistake paid off.
So, do we have like focus left on Ray? Stressed from Asajj. He got tractored again from Ketsu.
However, he does have an asteroid for the Asajj shot, or against the Asajj shot, depending on how you want to see it.
Ketsu's popping glitter stims.
Well, he has 4 of them anyway. Might as well. Then again, only Nim. Yeah, he has 4 between them. Then again, he will get a max of 2 damage from the TLTs. Is the glitter stim going to make a difference there? 3 against 2 dice? I'm not so sure.
So, 3 blanks.
And I think we could hear the sigh from Toby all the way up here.
I think it was Michael shooting first with Ketsu. If he had a shot, I don't know. Hit it crit. So
this is the TLT against because Toby had the attack.
Ketsu's got no shot, right? Because her firing arc
is still forward.
So then Toby shooting HLC.
Through an asteroid.
Not triggering.
No.
Still 2.
So 2 against 3 dice. Aye, that's not what you want to see.
No, he got 1 token, so using the focus.
He had focus and evade, or how did he get the second? Or was the glitter stim on Asajj? No, it wasn't.
I don't know.
I don't know where I got the second one from.
So now it's
TLT,
Asajj,
I think. No, Asajj against
Dash.
Yep. Through an asteroid as well.
So glitter stim, yeah. So 1 damage on Dash.
Why did he only roll 2 defense die there?
Because he's tractored.
Tractor beam, of course.
This time,
first time they forgot. This time I forgot.
Oh yeah, the other debate was the stress taken away from this one. Thanks, Morky.
Thank you. Taking the stress away from Dash in this case completely opens up his dial again.
Yeah. So he knows that Arc 3 is not going to fit.
we both met Toby before. That's not gonna dissuade him necessarily.
I'm just gonna try and do it again.
No, it's the mind games. I played against Toby in another finale once of a tournament, and we bumped each other in exactly this sort of way 4 rounds in a row, because it was like, nah, he's not gonna do it again. I'm gonna do something else now, and then we bump after all. And then you're like, okay, now he's gonna try and bump, so I'll do a different move, and that nope. We kept standing for 4 rounds straight without actually putting in the same maneuvers all the time.
So, what do you think? 4 forward from dash?
4 forward?
Yeah. And then barrel roll off of that asteroid, if you're on the asteroid. Gets you out of arc from Asajj.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe range 3 if Ketsu decides to do the 5k this year.
He could also do the 3 bank that we thought he was going to do last time, and then barrel roll left. And it seems that that's actually what he's going for, because then you're also out of arc, but your chances of being...
Still in arc.
Yeah, but the barrel...
Yeah.
But then your chances of still having a shot on Ketsu is higher.
Yeah. Is Ketsu stressed? Oh yeah, Ketsu is stressed, so no 5k anyway.
This turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Stressed from the glitter stim.
So probably
he should barrel roll. It completely negates a shot from the opponent. That's like not even a... Unless he thinks he won't get out of the arc because of it. That's the only thing that actually matters there.
So he's going for the barrel roll.
And he also has Lone Wolf for sure now. Unless he does something completely wacko with him, but let's not assume that. He is 4-0 after all. Is this going to be another one of those millimeter asteroids?
Yeah,
yep.
I mean, you know Toby, he's a really good player.
Now, however, I think he spent the target lock last turn, yeah, so might as well. Not a 5k, 3 speeds are green, 4 to 4. Yeah, just try and get away from the TLT, although I think he is still in range. What do you think? Is that still in range 3?
Hard to tell.
It's on the edge, that's for sure.
Either way, he's gonna shoot with dash, heavy laser cannon onto Ketsu. If it goes, like, if it doesn't go very well for Micro, I mean, basically Ketsu could die this turn. Not likely, but
yeah, but Nim has to shoot first. So do you take the risk of not shooting at Ketsu, thinking the laser cannon will finish it off by itself? I wouldn't. I would go for sure.
Of course not. I meant it's like, it's through the debris. If it's in range 3, it's through the debris and
yep, exactly.
Debris.
Yeah, Komorki, as we said earlier, we completely agree with you there. I think the stress on dash was worth more than the 1 damage Asajj would have taken, especially since the damage was on Asajj, not on Ketsu.
So, Michael, thinking about what to do with.
Well, did Ketsu turn the firing arc?
I think thinking about, yeah, he's putting it on, popping out the glitter stem, countermeasures.
So the firing arc will be to the back now, I assume. Is it in range? Ooh.
I think
what was it? I think it was, but
they are closer up. So then it's.
Well, he's shooting something.
Ketsu shooting on.
As soon as we see the defense die, we will know. It's 4, so that's dash. That's dash, yeah. 2 from dash, 1 from range, 1 from asteroid. I missed what Toby rolled on.
1 evade.
So 2 damage going through, but dash still had shield, so
yeah, not too much to worry about. So it's
not in range 1.
Range 1.
So he gets to pick.
Yeah, you have to go for Ketsu.
You have to go for Ketsu. Why is he measuring that though? Isn't Nim shooting first? He's not allowed to measure dash as high.
Maybe because they measured before when Ketsu was debating shooting on Nim that it was out of arc.
Out of range.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. So this is
3.
Massage.
Oh. Is that
no? That's dash. Dash shooting. No.
It has to be dash shooting because the other doesn't have 4 dice. However, he has a crit there, so he either got that with a target lock.
Otherwise, yes, from the reroll.
Yeah, exactly. Because the first roll isn't allowed to have a crit. No, it wasn't Ventress.
Oh.
Console fire.
Console fire.
That's a good crit to have.
Why shoot on Ventress here?
I think because Ketsu had Glitter Stim and an asteroid.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So
okay.
just push damage through regardless of where.
Yeah.
Just to burn down the house. I like the shiny on the templates from Michael though. Do you recognize those? They're quite cool.
Yeah, I don't know where they're from.
So they're not a promo then, or you would have known them. They look really cool. So despite Nim being a bomber, we haven't really seen any bomb action yet. The only bomb he actually put down is the one he's standing on.
Yeah, maybe if he's like turning in now to get into position like in the middle of this asteroid cluster, this should be a good position to shoot up 5 forwards bomblets with the trajectory simulator. Otherwise, you don't need it. You just play it safe, keep distance.
Yeah, he's definitely in the better situation right now. So as long as he doesn't get greedy, make sure that both turrets can shoot every turn. Then he should be able to take the win here. However, Ketsu and Asajj, both of them are very good ships. So Michael can turn it around.
So he's bumping with Asajj into his own Ketsu.
Maybe he's creating a fortress. Because Asajj had the secondary arc to the right anyway. So he still has arc on whatever is coming. Ah, now we can finally see the token. So did we figure out if Ketsu had it to the back or to the left? Because he changed it this round.
It's
because he fired on dash, didn't he?
I think so, yeah. So it must have been
to the left. So he's basically turtling up now and creating a mini fortress. Because he still has 2 glitter stems on Asajj, so he can still modify, even if he doesn't have an action.
Again,
or is he just bumping Asajj and then flying Ketsu past it?
We will see. Nice moving Nim here around that debris. Like I said, now you're in a good position to get off that trajectory simulator bomblet next round.
Yep, I think that's a bump, so yeah, he's turtling up. I'm not sure if it's an intentional bump.
You'll never know.
Maybe he hopes to get past it in order to still have an action now, because he is actually out of glitter stems.
So...
although in this case the fortress isn't that bad.
So let's see if Ketsu... Oh, yeah, okay. So So we'll see if Ketsu has range on them this turn.
We got interrupted here for a second, so we missed the last 15 seconds of what was going on. But it seems like they haven't actually fired yet, or have they? No, Michael is pulling out crits.
No, it's just popping glitter.
Yep.
The crit is, I think maybe it's the one that is on massage.
That's the console fire. Did he actually roll for that yet? So he's checking if Ketsu has arc and or range. I think only on Nim. And he's firing now. Go dice scan. Crit hit. With 2 dice. Is he shooting? That would be shooting at Nim then, yeah.
So Nim lost 2 shields. Next is Nim. Expertise 3. First TLT shot. Yep.
1 damage. Second TLT.
Yep.
And focus. Awa. Focus expertise. Yep. 2 damage. Pull through.
Even with natties, nothing you can do.
No.
So Ketsu down to 2. Now dash. And that's gonna hurt now. He doesn't have a focus, or he does have a focus.
Yes, Lone Wolf.
So, Lone Wolf. That's 4 hits. That's a dead Ketsu.
I think he can only shoot at Sarge because of range.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and considering the fact that Michael is throwing, there would be no point throwing for Ketsu at this point.
So it's Asajj down to 3.
Yeah, Toby continuing with his motto of damage is damage, even if they have to die at the exact same time.
Asajj shooting on dash.
Michael is saying, Toby, you used your focus. But Nim has expertise, so he didn't actually. Oh, the joy of expertise.
Yeah. So that is hit crit. That is nothing. No re-rolling. So that is. Shield's gone and a crit coming through.
First crit was a stress. At least I assume so because he put a stress down.
Yeah. So that's
and a thrust control fire.
Yeah.
I don't know if they rolled for console fire. I think they're forgetting about it. This is why those little crit tokens next to your ship are usually a good idea.
Yeah.
Then again, it most likely will not really have an outcome on the game end.
Probably not, no.
Because even if Asajj had taken the 2 damage so far, she would still be in basically the same position. So, what do you do as Michael now? Get out of the fortress? Fortress again?
Yeah, the thing is you don't want to stay there with both ships because Nim is going to trajectory simulate a bomblet 5 forward onto his ships if he stays there. and maybe get. Yeah, you have to get shots.
Can he actually evade that with Ketsu? I think Ketsu's gonna get hit no matter what.
Ketsu doesn't have glitter still anymore, so.
Now with the bomblet, I mean.
Oh, with the bomblet.
I'm not sure he can evade it. Yeah, with the 5K now. Because the stress is on Asajj, I believe. Yeah, the stress is on Asajj, so Ketsu could 5K.
As I can see now, Asajj has the crit token next to her, but
maybe they rolled the die.
Maybe they
just
did.
didn't see.
Yeah.
So he's getting out of the fortress formation by going 3 forward, which is just enough to clear him or her.
Yeah.
However, that firing arc is still to the right. I don't think Nim will get out of it if he just keeps it there. Especially since she will probably throw a bomb, so will not go forward or
No.
one of those shenanigans.
Maybe turning left or 2. So that's going like one bank, yeah.
Yeah, he has to get back in. Keep the damage up.
Gets a focus token.
Because even if Ketsu gets to shoot first, you still have to take them out.
Yeah, and there's the only thing that Ketsu can take out dash before he shoots is with some really unlucky crit. So you cannot rely on that. So there's the bomblet. And there's the 1 forward. Okay.
Keep range.
Yeah, and options, who to shoot.
Yeah, and you have TLT anyway, so you like range.
So what's he going?
He could barrel roll left.
Maybe that's going to be too close to dash.
Dash. No, that's still outside of 2, I think.
Okay. If you say so,
I think.
We will see.
And Ketsu will be range 3, so that is something that Nim got from this.
Yeah, also,
well, he can still take out Ketsu.
What do you think? Is it range 3 to dash as well?
This will be 2.
Probably.
I think this is 2.
Yeah.
So what you get is Ketsu shooting Nim, because she has to. And then Toby unloads on Asajj.
Why shoot on Nim here? Nim has got 3 shields.
Ketsu is the top one. He doesn't have range to dash for sure. Or is that Asajj?
You're right. That's no, Asajj is the
Asajj is the top one.
No, that's Ketsu. Ketsu is probably shooting dash.
Ketsu should shoot dash. Yes. The crit has been taken away now, so that would be the action for it. So I'm guessing they didn't forget about it. They just didn't roll damage. So now the only chance Michael has is taking out, or at least incapacitating Dash before he gets to shoot. If he does shoot, will most likely be game over for him. Since the turn after, he can just kill Ketsu with Nim without having Dash anywhere near it. So there comes the Ketsu shot. Range. Whew, what is it?
3 on Nim, and I think it was 2 on Dash.
Yeah, you have to shoot Dash.
Yeah. And even if it's just to strip the focus token off of Dash.
Yep.
So, Michael shooting.
This is gonna be a game decider, I think.
I
That's a good roll. Does he have the... yeah, he does. Hit crit. Aye, but Lone Wolf. Hit crit, if that is a double. No, double is not enough. However, there are quite some nasty crits in that deck. What did he get? A stress. No. Yeah, that's bad luck for Michael. I think that's a dead Ketsu.
Yeah, with Lone Wolf.
With Toby's disadvantage here, Nim has to shoot first. Then again, you cannot take the risk.
So that's 2 from the TLT.
He used the target lock there. He can defend it. Nope. 1 HP left, I think. Again, expertise. So 1 HP left now. Nope, Ketsu gone. Dash cannot shoot anymore, but, well, you have to do it.
Yeah, of course. So then it's a Saj on Nim. It's 2 focuses.
And something. But probably nothing, considering the effort Toby put into his defense throw. Yeah, Toby has to keep Dash out of the game now, or out of the fight, and let Nim finish it off.
Yeah. Nim only lost 2 shields, and he's going to TLT the hell out of Saj.
Saj still has a glitter and Lone Wolf though, so might take at least 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's right.
It's still 20 minutes left, so they won't be able to let it go to time. There will be a resolution. Unless they suddenly start taking 5 minutes for every single thing. Making a 3 bank to clear the stress, I assume. Although it looks like a 2 bank. Oh, he wasn't stressed. And he takes evade. That looks like an evade to me. What do you say?
I think it's a focus token.
Focus after all? Focus it is. So Toby keeping Dash out, not a green maneuver to make sure he doesn't fly off the plane. So he keeps the stress that he got from the crit the round before. Was that a range 3 or a range 2?
I think it was range 3.
That's good for Toby then. So, TLT coming up. 2 against the focus token, so no damage on the first shot. Using the target lock here to ensure the damage goes through. So down to 2. Could be a 1 round shot now.
So then Michael's shooting on Nim with his Saj. It's 1 hit, Lone Wolf for
2 evades, nothing there.
No. So now I would go maybe a little bit faster. Would you first clear the stress?
Just clear the stress. You don't want to be in this fight.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Nim will win it for sure. Bring in dash, and well, we're not playing for points, but you know.
Yeah. Nim is just going to do, I don't know, one bank maybe.
One bank, target lock.
Target lock.
Next turn the same.
Probably with expertise and the target lock. That's Visage getting fiasco.
I'm not even sure I would do one bank right, to be honest. I would do one straight to make sure that
one bank to the left.
Oh, to the left, okay. Because one bank right, and you run the risk of Visage getting in range 1.
Yeah, no.
And you do not want that. Although you
probably see the hard 3 turn.
Yeah, exactly.
From Visage here. That's the thing why I a lot of times struggle with the Shadowcaster. It's quite predictable, yeah.
Isn't that why? Oh no, that wasn't on him that you used the droid that makes all 3 greens. That's on the Jump Master.
Yeah, you cannot take a droid on the Shadowcaster.
Exactly. The other scum big. That's a 3 bank, not a turn. Not sure why he chose that one here. Maybe he's afraid of dash after all. Yep, clear the stress. No rush getting into that fight.
No, you just can do a hard one to the right next turn or to the left, whatever you prefer.
Just make sure that you do not stress and that you keep modifying for defense on dash. He's going.
He's shooting the
gauntlet, hoping he's in range 1. Well, might as well.
Sure, why not?
I don't think that's in range though.
But it doesn't cost you.
He is going right. That is a risk I would not have taken. Because if he had done the hard right turn instead of the bank, I think that would have been in range 1, maybe. Either way, why take the risk? You're winning anyway.
So, checking the range for the bomb.
Oh. Well, Toby wants the opponent to have fun as well.
Yeah, even excited. So, it is, I guess, range 2 obstructed.
Was it 2 or 3?
We will see by the amount of dice.
I think the template moved still. He's going for the glitter now. That's TLT 1.
Using the target lock. Just thinking about it. Yeah, he is.
And he did something. So, Ketsu defense die.
3, so range 2.
So he has to use the focus.
So maybe no damage.
Second shot.
That is.
Now you. Yeah, because expertise.
Yeah.
1. He does not have a die anymore, so. Or did he? Oh, the stress removal. But there was no stress, was there?
It's glitter sim, so it probably
glitter sim, yeah, on every dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and shooting back.
That is at least. So it's
that's 3 against 3 defense die.
2, 3.
Still 3 damage. So Nim down to Hull.
So what do you do now?
Wobbler generator 1 bank again.
Will it clear the asteroid? 1 bank, yeah, sure.
It cleared it last round, so unless their templates got mixed up somehow.
would you just to make sure you're going to end this game now, because both your ships
get both
Dash inside.
Because even if he kills Dash, then Nim will finish it off, unless he gets within the range 1 bubble. Because Nim does not have a turret base, does he? Like Miranda does.
Nim has tilting.
I mean, in range 1.
Oh, in range 1? No, he doesn't.
Because Miranda can always fall back to the 3-die primary at range 1. But
he can in art.
Only in art. So
obviously, what do? You make sure with a bank maybe to keep art on Asajj. With trajectory first, maybe do damage to the bomb. Get Dash in.
He's in range of that second bomb now, though. The one that was played on turn 1.
Could be.
If he's not, it's one of those millimeter things again. Yep, Toby agrees with us. Just get him in the fight now. Get it over with. Is that in range, though? He's trying to target lock to be sure. Yep, in range. He does not opt to go for a bomblet here. Even though he is doing the 1 bank again. So he would have been able to do it just for a possible 2 damage on him. So, is the bomb in range? Are they even...
So target lock. So...
Yep, that's a bomb. So the turn 1 bomb comes into play after all.
Yeah, Michael is rolling dice. Oh! So, that's game.
Congratulations, Toby.
The bomblet has taken out... Asajj, his turn.
I will go get them again for an interview.
Erst Ergebnis abgeben.
You can translate for him, right? Players have to get their score to the judges first before they're allowed to do an interview. Apparently something went wrong there on a previous round.
It's just like the faster you have all the
results
match slips in, the quicker they can prepare for the next round.
So it got a lot closer in the end than we thought it would be halfway through. Seems that that's a recurring feature in today's stream.
Yeah, well, in my opinion, not so close this time. Like it got a little bit closer, but not that close like we have seen in other games. So what do you think?
No, I don't think it would have been a complete swing back, but Toby actually had to work a little bit for it in the end. It was not over by far.
Yeah, sure.
I think the important decision in this game was Michael's decision to remove the stress from the dash.
Yes.
If he had not done that, it would have been quite different, I think.
Yeah, I guess so.
And Toby is coming this way, so you will hear from him soon.
Wie wollt ihr jetzt machen?
Die Headphones. So, you're gonna do it in English, or should we do it in German and translate afterwards?
I try it in English.
Okay, so first of all, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
5-0, so you definitely have a spot for day 2 now. So, yeah, how did it go? What went good? How did you manage to pull off the victory here?
The last game?
Yes, this game. So what was there was like one situation that was crucial, so that you think, okay, this was the situation where I got that game.
The situation where I think I got the game, this was where I versehentlich, was heißt das eigentlich?
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose, bumped one of the Shadowcaster with Dengar, with Dash.
Yeah.
And so he bumped in me. So I think it was Ketsu, they can't shoot.
Yeah.
And so I can bring more damage on both Shadowcasters. So
Yeah.
the one Shadowcaster had only 3 hull, and the other 5 or 6 left, and I had no damage, I think, or 1 shield down by Dash.
One shield on Dash. Yeah. And the good thing was like Ketsu couldn't shoot on you anyway, so.
The last bomblet,
Yeah. Okay. By then, it already was more or less over. You would have probably TLT'd him into oblivion, but yeah. So ended the game earlier. Good. Yeah. Thanks again, and good luck for the next game. Maybe get a bye for day 2, and then we're gonna see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye. Oh man.
Michael, sit down. Yeah. Put on the headphones.
Okay.
So, didn't go as planned this time. You still have a shot, of course, for next day.
Yeah.
If you win the next game. So, first, good luck with that.
Thanks a lot.
So, what do you think? Was there like one situation where you think, okay, if I should have done like this instead of that, the game would have turned out maybe another way?
Yeah, my opening wasn't great because I was a little bit too afraid of his bomb, which he placed very, very well. But I should have just taken this bomb and then,
maybe just joust with them?
Yeah. Then I made a hard left, and this was, I was blocking myself, and also there was one situation where he was bumped and we were both bumped, and then next round he bumped me again, and then I didn't expect that, and so I had 2 rounds where I didn't shoot with Ketsu. So and then in the beginning I just took too much damage. So afterwards it was difficult.
I guess so. The Saj was a little bit far off. Coming into the game, into the fight. Maybe a little bit too late.
I also had to split fire, shoot once on him, once on Dash.
So thanks for the interview, thanks for the time.
Thanks.
And thanks for being on stream. And we've got a little gimmick for you, or card from our club.
Thanks a lot.
Team. And good luck for next round, okay?
Thanks.
Alright, so a couple of minutes left in this round, another like 10 minutes, 15-minute break for the next turns are up. We're gonna see what we will have on stream, one of the top tables again, so the 5-0s, to see who definitely gets a spot for round 2 next day, and gets a guaranteed seat for the top 32 cup. Okay, see you in a bit.